HarperCollins presents Who Will Remain by Kasim Ali. Read by Sachin K. Sharma. British Pakistani males hold cultural values totally at odds with British values. Suella Braverman, Sky News, 2023. April. Chapter 1. "Where were you last night?" Amir's mother asked him as he stepped into the kitchen. Amir, wearing his salwar kameez, threads straining against his body, stopped for a second in front of the mirror that hung on the living room wall. He looked like an adult dressed in children's clothes. "Where were you?" his mother asked again, stepping into the living room. And before Amir could speak, she pulled at his clothes, tutting, "These are too small for you. How have you grown so much?" As if he were to blame. Amir opened his mouth to say that his father had bought these clothes for him when he was 15, and now he was 20, and that he hadn't grown, not in height, reaching 6'2" when he was 14, and not growing an inch more. But he had filled out, like someone had put their lips to his fingers and blown air into him. But he decided against it. "You shouldn't wear this," she said. "Dad said," Amir began. "I know," she said, standing back to look at him again, eyes up and then down. "But this looks stupid on you. Take it off, wear something else, something nice." Then, realizing he hadn't answered her earlier question, she asked again, "Where were you?" "Out," Amir said, looking back in the mirror at himself. She was right. He looked ridiculous. But whose fault was that? He couldn't be blamed for having changed. "Out where?" his mother asked, heading back into the kitchen where she was finishing the kheer she had said she would make for the day, the smell of it sweet, sticking in Amir's throat. "Just with some friends from university," Amir said. He fought the urge to add, "Like always, that's who I always spend my time with. Nothing is different about this time." "When did you get home?" "Past midnight." "Late?" "Not that late." "I heard you," she said, looking into the room. "It was past 4. Amir didn't meet her eyes. "It's fine," he said, an answer to a question she hadn't asked, and he heard her take a breath. He waited, but nothing else came, so he reached for the door back to his room. What the fuck was he gonna wear? He rifled through his drawers. Maybe a shirt, he thought, taking out a black one that he used to wear to Foot Locker when he worked there over the summers between school and college. Then all the way through the first year of university. But not this year. Struggling to keep up in his classes, there was no space for a job. Amir, telling his mother he couldn't work anymore because his studying was hard. She, staring at him, saying, "I won't tell your dad for you." Amir, having to go to speak to his father by himself, telling him, "The work is hard. I need the time now to make sure I pass. Not just pass, but pass well. Then I can get a good job, just like you want me to. Then I can contribute. Then I can pay for everything." And Amir's father smirking at him, saying, "Well, don't expect anything from me. I've given you enough." He had some trousers here somewhere, Amir thought. He just had to iron them. He dug with his hands, tracksuit after tracksuit coming out, jeans with rips in them, some intentional, others accidental, T-shirts that needed to be thrown away. But who would replace them, and with what money? "You good?" Bilal asked, and Amir tensed at the sound of his brother's voice. Then, "That does not fit you." Amir closed his eyes. He had told his mother the outfit wouldn't fit him, that it had been years since he last tried it on, and yet she had still forced him to go find it, because his father had said so, to put it on for her to see, because it was her eyes that saw truth and no one else's. "Just trying to find something for today," Amir said. He turned around to face his brother, who was wearing his salwar kameez, black and minimal, clean, and through the clothes Amir saw the shape of his brother's body. What had once been fleshy was now tight, all hard lines. "There's a gym at work," Bilal had told Amir when he got the job 3 years ago now. A startup that had rooted itself in Birmingham, used its location to attract funding and investment, even though its employees were all made to go to London twice a week. "But," Bilal said, "the money is insane, and it comes with all kinds of benefits. One being the gym and the personal trainer."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?